Okay, we are officially starting today's daily. Okay, now you're probably wondering, why is this so late? Why am I not streaming? Ha ha ha. That is all I want to be doing right now. I'm honestly pretty upset because of the transactions that have been going on today. Um, yeah. Easiest way of saying it as of right now is I'm just not the happiest camper. Now, I'm not entirely sure what I would be playing in the first place, not gonna lie, but at the same time, I am upset. Things that I did not want to be spending a large portion of my day doing would be, you know, this. Oh, okay, not this. Whatever the heck it's called. Working. So basically, I'm just going to be describing what happened for today. Such as, when I originally woke up, you know, things were all fine and dandy. Sort of. I was woken up a little bit early because of my niece and nephew, but that was really it. Wasn't anything major. It wasn't ridiculous. It was just I woken up a little bit early. Now, of course, I wasn't happy about this, but, you know, c'est la vie. So I then proceed to continue with my normal routine. I go downstairs. I open up YouTube and a few other things. I start the upload. But then I had to use the restroom. So because of this, I go over. I get into the bathroom. And then my mother, though, she calls me. And she asks me, hey, do you mind taking the dogs to the groomers today? I can be there in time if I rush, but I would prefer not to have to rush and to like keep doing running errands that I am right now. If you could just drive them over there real quick, they just need to be here by 2. It's not that big of a deal, you know. Like, can you do this? And I go, yeah, sure. It's not a problem. So, yeah, everything's fine and dandy, and then I'm starting to do everything with YouTube again. I get back on my computer, and then I get another call. It's time from my sister, who's at work. She's going, okay, would you be willing to come into work? And I'm like, I'd rather not. You go, well, we had 2 call-offs, or no, 2 no-call, no-shows, and like 3 call-offs, and we're kind of in desperate need of people right about now. And like such and such is like busting their ass to make everything good, and so on and so forth, and I'm just like, but I really don't wanna. But I do reluctantly decide to go. Now, I was doing this thinking, okay, they'll let me leave like as soon as they get a chance. They missed a million chances. A million. I'm so upset. Annoyed. So on and so forth of just the fact that like I could have, honest to God, could have left, like, several times before I actually did. And that's what's really, sorry about that. I had to check something off League, and it caused OBS to be a little glitchy. Okay, but yeah. So, I was like, I really didn't want to be there past 5. I didn't end up leaving till 6:20. I was like, it's not, you know, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I get there, and they did need my help. I helped on table for a little bit before they had someone else had to leave because it was like their shift was over. And then I took over window for a little while. Sorry, I did. I took over window for a little while. and proceeded to just kind of not do much of anything besides like the regular window things. Just taking all this dude's CS. What? It was yellow. Whoa, why did my E do so much damage to him? But yeah, I'm in window. Things are not going bad, but aren't going good. You know, just regular window stuff. No big deal. I'm not like in super complain mode, nor am I in I'm completely fine with this mode. Stop that. Darn it. How did that hit me? Okay, now this is when the chances start to come down. Okay, well actually it's a little bit later this. Maybe like in an hour or two later after this is when they legitimately like start having chance after chance of letting me leave. And they were like, nah, let's just not let him leave. It's not like he's just working when he isn't scheduled and could definitely leave without a sliver of a doubt right now. Like, they didn't really need me. Okay, but, as I said, at that point, they actually did sort of need me. There was a new person, or a reasonably new guy, who I was actually training on table. So, I didn't, like, 100% train him, but I trained him, like, the majority of the way. And, yeah. I definitely, like, I did, like, a large portion of the work. Why does that do % HP damage? It makes no sense, man. God damn it. Yeah, I'm training him, which just us on table. It's not that big of a deal. I definitely would. I'm not enjoying my time there, but it's not like I can't be doing what I'm doing right now. It's not like I needed to be going yet. It didn't hit 5. There was no real reason for me to be complaining. Is he seriously about to stand in the tower? So, yeah, back to what I was saying, where, you know, it wasn't a bad thing, but at the same time, I'm not exactly happy of the fact that I'm still there. Swear to God, and he's leading him right here. But I am leaving. So So yeah, we're making food. I'm training on everything. Everything's pretty good. We're basically it's getting close to 5 o'clock, but isn't quite there yet. And this is when we are basically dead. We had both sides open when we didn't need to. We had extra people that we really didn't need. It wasn't like that big of a problem, but at the same time, I wasn't exactly happy. It was starting to reach around 5 o'clock, so I was getting closer and closer to, like, I just want to go home. Because, like, I wanted to leave at 5. So I just wanted to go home, and I was not having it. Intoxicated. Shit. How? Like, how did 2 seeds get there in the tiny amount of time that she manages to be there? Like, really? I just find that ridiculous. You planning on making a move anytime soon? You're level 6, she's level 8. How does a bot beat you in level? And you did it wrong. You're so bad. You're going to win, but you shouldn't. Wow. Wow. You shouldn't have won that at all. Any normal good player could have beat you in that. Okay, but back to what I was saying, where I just, I wasn't really happy. It was like, I could have honestly left, and I really thought that, like, I should have. So I am very upset, not having any of it. Just being like, I can go home at any time now, you know, like, guys, come on. Let me go home. It's pointless for me to be here. Can I leave now? And it was just getting really annoying. But then finally someone comes over, what I think, to take over for me. And no! Like, instead they tell me to train the new guy on something else, and I'm like, okay, I guess. Like, I guess I can. So I am training him on that. Like, there was already times that, like, I could have left before this, but I'm like, yeah, so, like, I guess I can. It's not like it's the biggest deal in the world, but at the same time, like, I really, like, I didn't work today. I didn't want to be here. I shouldn't be here. You should really, like, be trying to let me leave. But I will accept the, I will accept, like, the extra work, I guess, or the slight extra paycheck. Slight extra money in the said paycheck. So what was it, like 4 hours? That's really not all that much, nor is that going to be all that much money. But yeah, so not the happiest about this, but making do with it. These guys are just winning. Damn it, I timed it 1 second early. Okay, but whatever, as I was saying. Then I go train him how to do that. I get back. They keep me there even more, and I'm like, okay, like, come on, like, really now? And then, like, it was for basically no apparent reason. They put 2 people on the other side. Had 2 people on each individual side, and I'm like, there is no reason to have this. We are not fast enough for us to have this. It should not get to this extent. Why do we have this? And I'm just like, this is ridiculous. I'm like complaining to myself the entire time. Like, are you kidding me? We should not be getting to this point where, like, we have all these people and yet, you know, I'm not leaving. I was really getting frustrated and annoyed, and I just thought, like, this is stupid. Why am I here? Can I not just go home? Like, really? Do you guys really need me that badly? Is it that much of, like, a necessity to have me here that I can't go home? Like, why am I even here? And so I was getting very annoyed very quickly, and it was just not in the best mindset. Now, over time, I did kind of get over it, but not really. I really thought it was just really stupid of why I kept staying there. And then just 2 people, or like someone came in, and finally we had a 5th person. I was like, okay, finally, I get to leave. And then they have another person leave, and I'm like, I understand that this person got here before me. I do. And 9 times out of 10, when you have someone who gets here before you, that person leaves before you because, like, that's just how it's supposed to work. Now, it doesn't always work like that, where sometimes someone has, like, a shift within your shift, where I've had that, where I've had an 8-hour shift and someone had a 6-hour shift, so they got there an hour after I did, and then they left an hour before I did, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? But, you know, those just kind of happens when it comes to scheduling and everything, and, like, but that wasn't this. Like, I was not scheduled. I was there as extra. You should not have been there. Like, should have been like, okay, you can go. And they had someone else leave before me that technically should have been leaving after me. And they had so many extra people that they could have been throwing me, that they would have been, yes, a little short. No, they wouldn't even been short-handed. Like, what am I saying? Like, on a normal night at that time, we'd usually have 3 people in the kitchen. We had 6, or like 6 or 7. Like, you just, why? No, it was really more like just 6, and it was just stupid. We didn't need it. So I was definitely getting very much annoyed. But yeah, so sorry for the kind of rant, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles, and now I am here after all those times, and soon, like as soon as this video is done uploading, rendering, and all that jazz, I will gladly start streaming. So thank you all very much for watching today's daily, and I'm going to bid you all adieu. Goodbye.